Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. How are we doing? It's been a week. I feel like I haven't gone live in quite some time, even though I just did not do a live last week. I needed time to process, as I'm sure many of us are processing right now. So, yeah. Anyways, let me run the disclaimer and I'll be right back. So, just 1 second. Okay, now that that is out of the way, if you are brand new to my channel, welcome. My name is Erin Bees. I'm a wife, a mom, a military veteran, a certified personal trainer, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing companies and the tactics used by their reps. If you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find me on Instagram at The Real Beast Mode, B-I-E-S, like my last name. And TikTok is Erin Bees. So you can find me over there. I haven't been doing a whole lot on social media. I needed to take a little bit of a break. So I've just been kind of sharing things here or there. I did post a new TikTok and a new reel today if you want to check that out. And yeah, I'm laughing because that was fun. Thank you so much, Brandy. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the compliments on my makeup. This is the glittery eyeshadow is Ethereal from Adriana Nicole Cosmetics. This lip color is NYX Lip Lingerie in the color Peak Show, like you're peeking behind the scenes kind of thing. So I hope you guys are doing well. If you have not already liked the stream, if you would do that, that would be amazing. There is not a lot of information publicly out there on this company. I think they pronounce it Syona. I don't remember. We're going to find out though. But apparently if you contemplating removing my IG, your makeup is fire. I get it. And thank you. I appreciate that. You're a tank top friend. So Tony Horton, who used to be affiliated with Beachbody, he created P90X and some other things. Allegedly, he was asked to leave Beachbody. Then Beachbody rebranded to Bodi, and he's been, I guess, doing his thing. Anyways, he's starting a new MLM, or from the sounds of it, he's putting his name on a new MLM. Yeah, a health and wellness MLM. What do they sell? You guessed it, supplements. Yep, supplements that have a very generic, broad, it's going to fix everything with proprietary blends. Yeah, you guessed it. I know. The names are ridiculous. They really are. Well, we're going to see what we can get through. This video is so long, and we'll see what we can get through. I do want to go through some of the slides and things if we have time on the compensation plan. I will tell you it is a binary comp plan, meaning there are two sides. 4 of the 5 ways that you get paid in this company is off of having a team and recruiting. So don't listen to these people when they say, oh no, it's different. No, it's not. It's a binary comp plan. You get paid off of having a team and or recruiting. You make 15% commission on the retail if you sell to customers. But if you get people to join as a distributor, or whatever term they're calling it, they're probably going to call it a coach or something. You make 20% off of the package that they purchase. So where do you think the emphasis is going to be? Oh, recruiting. And they launch in January. Okay. That is a quick summary. This is the hair. It's getting long. Yeah. So thanks for following my journey. Hey, Jen. So many of my former up lines have gone here. Yeah. So we're going to talk about it. I don't have all of the answers, but I have done a little bit of research, and I want to give a quick shout out. You know who you are. Thank you for providing so many of us creators with the information about this company. there's going to be more to come. There's not a whole lot out, although I did tag Kat Benson's video in the video description where she is talking about this company and their supplements. So check that out. All right, let's get into it. Grab your favorite snack, grab your favorite drink. This is going to be a lengthy live stream, and we'll just see what we can get through, you know? All right, this is not her name.
So I'm sure people will join in. We are going to kick it off, and we are recording it so that even if people are missing,
Thank you for recording it.
we're going to ask that you keep it muted until we'll open it and everybody can talk, and we'll unspotlight us. But at this very first.
Also, I need to show you my sweatshirt before I put my headphones on. This is from Jammin' for Justice. Dare to Keep Kids Off Racism. You can check their website out. He's on Instagram as well. And yeah. Don't be a racist. How about that? Yeah, okay.
Part, we're just going to share a little bit about next steps, where we're at, what we're thinking, how we came up with this. And then we will move on to, we've invited the CEO and founder of Syona to come in, and she's going to share a little.
Syona, that's how you say it. I'm also going to speed her up just a little bit, so bear with me here. Tell me what you guys think about this, although it didn't cut much time off. Yes, you are seeing that right. An hour and 20 minutes. Will we be here this whole time? Probably not, but let's see what we can get through.
A little bit about things, and then we'll open it up to Q&A, and you guys can talk and share and ask questions. So I think the first thing, if there's anything, I'm going to get going and just kind of share. I shared in each of the Facebook groups and a little bit from the heart, but I just wanted to also kind of reiterate for those of you who didn't hear, we had no idea what was going to happen when it happened. So we were shocked just like all of you were. And
I do want to also give a content warning. She does mention 9/11. She does mention, what was the other thing that she mentioned? I can't remember, but it's pretty disgusting what she talks about with 9/11 and comparing it to Bodi closing. And even Bodi didn't even close. They just got rid of their MLM model and just went affiliate. So yeah. Brandy, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. This is for all of the new members. If you're brand new to my channel, anytime there's a new member, we play Careless Whisper. I do a shoulder smolder. It's a lot of fun, and it's meant to lighten the mood. So welcome. Welcome to the new members. And Brandy, thank you for the gifted memberships. I appreciate you.
Heartbroken and stunned. I think I said in the group before, so forgive me that for those of you who are like, this is kind of a repeat of what you already said. The whole thing won't be a repeat, but I think it will be for those of us in the network, kind of like we remember back when JFK was killed, or 9/11. Like, where were you? How did you hear? How
did I hear? Well, I was serving in the Air Force at the time. Yeah, this is where it gets really disgusting, you guys. And she's going to compare it to Bodi getting rid of the MLM side of their business plan. So please just take care of yourselves. It's atrocious. There's lots of spiritual manipulation. And I think I only got through like 20 minutes of this video with some of the members earlier. If you are new to becoming a member, or you're thinking about becoming a member, I will make the thumbnail and we preview a lot of different options as far as what I'm thinking about covering or organizing. And this is going to be an edited video, or this will be a live stream. So there's some behind the scenes stuff that I do with members, prepping for this live stream that I do typically on Wednesday nights. So if you are wanting to become a member, there's a link in the video description that you can click on. I think there's a button too, depending on how you're watching, that says join the channel or something along those lines. And then I'll play Careless Whisper for you guys. So yeah.
How did it affect you? And for me, I was standing in Joann's Fabrics, and I got a couple texts from friends in other networks. That's how I found out. They sent me, I had all of a sudden, bloom, bloom, bloom,
I was confused at first at this part, but she's not talking about where was she during 9/11. No. She's talking about when Beachbody or Bodi announced that they're going to an affiliate model. I was in the Air Force for 4 years. So that's what she's talking about here. But the segue from 9/11 or JFK dying to this, there was no kind of prep work. It was like she's comparing those things to be the same as Beachbody or Bodi changing their model. Those two are not the same things. Yeah, I'm actually stunned still by that.
Texts came in saying, Tracy, I am praying for you. I'm sure you are gutted. I know what that feels like. I will get you on speed dial with my CEO if you would like. Let me know, but I'm praying for you. My stomach just dropped out. And then came in a text from Fitz that said, ugh, and the press release. And I tried to open the press release, but if you know, cortisol floods your brain and you cannot understand anything. My brain couldn't anyway. And I could not understand any of the gibberish on that press release. Not one word, not even the headline.
That's amazing.
Something about Beachbody, comp plan. I just don't know. I shot it off to Brittany. And can we just say thank God for Brittany? For the whole length of this whole time in this business, Brittany has been the steady one of the duo of me and Brittany. And I just said, can you please read this and give it to me and tell me what this means? And can you go back to the call this morning? Carl was on the call. Can you listen to that and tell me what he said and what it meant? And so she said, it looks like the network is ending. And it was just, I'm sure you have your own story. So that started me on just the grieving process, the shock. I don't think I've properly grieved or begun to grieve. When it does hit me, I just burst.
The network didn't end. It's always so fascinating when an MLM company announces that they are going to an affiliate model from a multi-level marketing model, and how these people that are at the top of the pyramid say, they don't say, but they act like it's closing. Well, in a sense, I guess it is, because their entire paycheck, at least 98, 99% of it that they're getting from having a team and or recruiting is going away. So you can only make money off of selling the products. So it's interesting to me when I hear people in MLM at the top say things like, the network is closing. Is it? Or are you just going to have to find something else to do? And also the grieving. She goes back and forth throughout this video, the parts that I've watched where she's like, I haven't even started to grieve. I was grieving. I'm grieving. I haven't even started. So which is it?
Into tears and have visions and flashes of memories of us, for those of you, however long you've been, of us in costumes, us in different funny things that we've done, home parties in the USA when Doug and Tammy would put on their Miley Cyrus music in Nebraska, and going to Pete Pena's Vegas parties and trips and summits and just phone calls with so many of you that deep down. And it was people and relationships for me. When we first launched the network, we had products that are no longer even in the Beachbody store. We just had Tony Horton, and he had changed our lives. And when Carl asked me to be a founder, I told him no 4 times over the course of the year, because I just didn't think, I wasn't a network marketer. I didn't think the model was for me. But in the end, I had a conversation with Tony, and he just said, Tracy, give it a year. Might as well. You love these people. You've had such a life change. Just give it a year and do what you do. Love people, serve people, and give it a year. What do you have to lose? And so then I told Carl yes, and met Doug and Tammy. And that's when our friendship began, was at a founders meeting in Beverly Hills, California. Pinkies up. None of us had ever been to Beverly Hills, and I lived in LA. I'd never been over to the fancy area of Southern California. And so it began, and we left the very next day. They went home and started building their business, and I left the next morning, early in the morning, for Ethiopia to adopt our youngest boys and bring them home. They were 1 and 2.5. Yeah.
Now, why is any of this relevant? It's not. This is supposed to be a business call. I can't remember what this was titled, because this video was listed when I did a search on the name of this company on YouTube. Kat Benson's video came up. That is listed in the video description. And then there were some other company calls and some other people that were doing unboxing. And so this video was linked with the password. By the way, thank you to the person that did that. Appreciate that. And it was listed in another video, which I downloaded, of course. And here we are. So I don't remember what it was titled, but this is supposed to be in some sort of capacity a business meeting. And we're talking about adoption. We're talking about terroristic attacks from, on 9/11, and all of this oversharing stuff it's weird to me. Let's just get to business. I mean, it's not their business. Otherwise, we wouldn't be having this conversation about Bodi getting rid of their MLM model and going to an affiliate. But we all know that, you know?
Yesterday was my 1.5-year-old son, 14 months he was when we brought him home from Ethiopia. Can you hear me okay? I just realized my mic is way over here. That 14-month-old is just turned 19 yesterday, and he is in his freshman year of college. And I just remember coming back, and it was like drinking from a fire hose and starting to build something I had no idea how to build. And for all these years, we now have the relationship with all of you in varying degrees because, and all different kinds of memories, because Tony said, Tracy, why don't you just give it a shot? You love people. I know you aren't really in network marketing. You aren't a fan of that, but like, just see. And so closing it.
You love people, so you might as well monetize those relationships.
This year, I'm a person of faith, so I'm going to share my story. It doesn't have to align perfectly with your story, but I just have to be true to me. I immediately started doing a prayer fast, which is where I didn't eat, but just drank water and some coffee because I was not sleeping either.
A fast means you're not taking anything.
And just asking God, like, I don't feel done. And none of these people who we've told, we talked about a legacy with, I don't feel like we're done. And I don't think I'm in denial. I feel like
you are.
This is done, but I don't feel done.
You're in denial.
All of those friends from network marketing. So you might know about me. I'm John Maxwell has been since I was 21 years old. I'm 54 now. The network launched when I was 35. And is that right? Wow. Anyway, John Maxwell has been my mentor through books. And then I got to meet him because I kept telling Carl Deichler, bring in John Maxwell. And then when he did, Fitz said, please let Tracy meet John. He's been her lifelong mentor. And so I got to meet John Maxwell because of Fitz stepping out and asking Jeff Hill for something bold. And when he introduced us, John said, Tracy, I believe that God has brought you into my life and we are meant to work together. Give me your cell phone number.
Oh my God.
I'm like, me? Again, like all these, serendipitous, meant to be God moments. And so we started training using John's stuff and then got to meet John. And we were who we were. And when this network shut down, so many of my team said, I won't do network marketing again. We aren't network marketers. Now, maybe you feel like you are, but how it felt like to me was, I've been with Beachbody for 21 years. I felt like I've been in a 21-year marriage and my marriage just abruptly ended. And now because I believe and love marriage, I need to now get into another marriage within the next week because I'm such a fan of marriage. And
I'm sorry. Imagine thinking your MLM is the same thing as a marriage and using it as an example on an oversharing Zoom for your MLM company. Oh my God. Disgusting. Are you going to try and monetize your marriage too? Like, what are we doing? What is this?
And I love what marriage has done for me. That does not make sense to me. I can't do that. And while I wanted to take care of my people, it just does not make sense to me to just find another company, another program, another something, when the whole reason I resisted it was because the model wasn't what drew me in. It was because my relationship with Tony said, Tracy, it's the people that you love from the Beachbody community.
Ew.
So I met a woman named Becky Bursell, and she is a very smart businesswoman. I've known her for a number of years. I've traveled with her as my relationship with John Maxwell became a real relationship, and he mentored me, came out of books and mentored me in my real life, mentored many of my team members through business. And I met Becky through John. So look, I met, Doug through Fitz through Tony, and I met John as a result of Fitz, and I met Becky as a result of John. And who is the foundation of all of that is Tony. And so anyway, Becky and I have become dear friends, and she started a new company that she calls, it's a network marketing model, sort of, but not really. She calls it a multi-dimensional marketing because there are different ways of earning.
What the hell? Multi-dimensional marketing? It's the same as multi-level marketing. You just use different words. Ma'am, are you okay?
It's similar but different. It's new, it's creative. She's wicked smart businesswoman. She and her husband John have built many businesses. She has been in network marketing for over 20 years. She was the senior vice president for Maxwell Leadership. John loved her so much, he hired her on. She built something for him. And then she left to go build this. So for the last 2.5 years, she was building this. And in March, she launched it out of Mexico. And she said, Tracy, I actually reached out to her and said, hey, I've got a really great spot on my team. You want this spot? Because I love her so much. I wanted her with me to build. And she said, actually, I'm starting my own company. And I said, well, then can I have a spot on your team in case Beachbody ever goes belly up? On the off chance, I want a spot on your team. And I did it with some email I never use. And because I didn't want anybody to find it somewhere and I wasn't going to build it out of integrity. And
I'm sorry, what? What? Hold on. Hold on. We're not just going to skip over that. No. So you went to this person and said, hey, do you want a spot? I have this spot on my team. Do you want it? Now, let's talk about this. What does this mean? This happens in a lot of MLM companies, especially if it's a company that you can buy somebody's position and have it or hold it. This is not a Modere Zoom, but this is this is not a Modere Zoom. However, this happens in a lot of MLM companies. Modere is one of them, allegedly, and in my opinion, and based on my experience, people like the Zaleckis will buy somebody's and instruct their downline to buy somebody's business center. They will use that, allegedly, to entice somebody to come over to their company and in their downline and say, see, here you have it. Here you have this business center. Look at how much money this is making. You should come over here. We'll give you this business center or whatever they call it if you just come over from this company and bring your team. That's what she's talking about. This happens all the time. This is how I feel like some people are like, oh no, we don't do bridge contracts. Well, you may not do bridge contracts, but you definitely are putting them in business centers. And then all of a sudden those people are hitting elite when they just come back from the company. That's weird. I don't know how that works. Just kidding. We do. And I think we all do. And yeah, I'm talking to you, Zaleckis.
But I just wanted to hold it in case because I knew she'd build something amazing. And I did it under the name Kramerica because Brittany and I always joke around and call my business Kramerica. If you're a Seinfeld fan, you get it. It's Kramer's ridiculous non-business. So I opened it up under Kramerica. And when it shut down on Monday, out of all these network marketers who I've met, leaders who I met from serving on a network marketers advisory council for John Maxwell when he wrote a network marketing book, I served on that council, and he said, she said, they all reached out to me and said, I'll set you up with my CEO. We'll bridge you over. We'll bring you over. And I love these people, but I reached out to Becky and I said, did you hear that? My company just shut down. And she said, whenever
we'll bridge you over. That's a bridge contract. That's a sales performance contract. I love when they do this.
Whenever you're ready, I'm here for you. And I said, I don't.
She did.
I'm just dead in the water. I'm grieving. And
now you're grieving.
Fasting and praying.
Okay.
And Tony called me on Tuesday. Network's information came down on Monday. On Tuesday, Tony called me and he said, how are you doing, honey? And I said,
oh, of course, Tony called you. How are you doing, honey? How are things? It couldn't possibly be because he heard Bodi was getting rid of the MLM aspect and going to only affiliate. And he's like, we have to get her over here. She's got to be at the top of our pyramid over here. By the way, I'm hearing that Tony is getting some pushback I think on his social media, I think Instagram, about it being an MLM and how people are really upset about that. And what I'm being told is that he's like, oh, we're still, testing it and we're not really sure. Well, what I do know is that they have an event in January here in Las Vegas, and I have it in my calendar to stop by because it's not far from me. I'll just say that. Yeah, so that'll be fun. What shirt should I wear? What should I wear to that?
Burst into tears. And I said, I am heartsick. And he said, I understand. That's how I felt when I was asked to leave. And I said, what did you do without all of us?
17th?
What did you do when you had to leave us? What did you do when you couldn't come to a deal with Carl and you had to leave all of us and build something without all of us? Because even though we've probably all used Tony's products, to promote it was in opposition to Shakeology or to our businesses. And he said, I knew I wouldn't have done. So I just kept believing in myself and building. And he built 12 programs since he's left. 13, actually. The 13th will
13.
release in January.
Okay.
And he just said, I know it's heartbreaking. I'm so sorry. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. So I went to bed that night and I woke up at 6:49 a.m. Mountain, and I sprung out of bed in my jammies and I said to Casey, standing in my bedroom, my bed unmade, my bed head, no glasses on, couldn't see anything, couldn't even see Casey. I picked up my phone and I said,
okay?
God just downloaded an amazing vision to me. What if I connect Tony to Becky and he becomes the face? Like, she's got 3 new great products. And what if I connect Tony to Becky and Tony becomes the face and brings in his products and his programs to Becky's company? And that way it's a home for everybody. And we don't have to go to new stuff, but we're all reunited. It gives everybody a home. We can find each other. We don't have to start over. It's our relationships continue on. It's not something new. Tony, I have a picture that Tony is the bridge from like our past, our beautiful past, a bridge, not looking back, trying to live in the past, but it's bridging into like a bright future. So if people go, Beachbody was it for me, like I felt certainly, it means we're reunited with Tony. And so I reached out to both of them, and Tony did not reach out to me for like 7 hours. And I was like peppering him with 4,000 texts. He is a terrible texter. I'm texting his wife, Shauna. I'm like, please tell Tony to text me. Where's Tony? I've called him. I've texted him. He is a terrible texter. He leaves his phone in the drawer. He's like so old school. So she's like, I'm so excited. I'm just getting back from Bible study, but tell me, I can't wait to talk to you. And so that was Wednesday morning, and I did not talk to him until Thursday morning. But Becky said, I'm in. What's his contract look like with Beachbody? I said, he has no contract with Beachbody. She said, my answer is yes to Tony Horton. And I'm like, she goes, yes, I love this, Tracy, bring it on. Let's meet. So Thursday night, that was Wednesday morning, Thursday night, the 4 of us got on a Zoom and I introduced them. And Tony was classic Tony, talking about how he missed all of us and how he felt like he wanted to give more. He had so much more to give, but also his legacy is partially not like to keep being the main trainer at 66, but to like pour into new trainers. He's been bringing up new trainers. And she's like, I love all of that. Let's work a deal. I have the capability to get your workout programs in as soon as we can work a deal with all of your contracts with where you filmed in your supplement companies. Because some of the 3 supplements that Syona has kind of are similar to what he has. So he has
Syona.
So he's like, I'm so excited about this. Like, this can help these people. These people are all displaced. We're all displaced, and we can come back together again. And
I love when people in MLM will say, we don't sell anything. We're just trying to help. We're just trying to help people. We're in the people business. Yeah, we know. The monetized relationship people business, the recruiting business. Yeah, we know. I love when they say that. This is going to help so many people. Tony, we're talking about something that is supposed to be kind of a business, kind of, because we're talking about an MLM. You mean to tell me you're not doing this to make money? That's why people have businesses, to share their expertise or share their craft or share their, credentials, things they went to school for, and to get paid for their time, to make money. They always want to make it sound like, oh no, I'm not in this for the money. Okay, then join at the bottom of the pyramid. Prove to us that this is not about money if you would be willing to join at the bottom of the pyramid, because I bet you wouldn't.
And so she said, my answer is yes, Tony. You come up, let's get into contracts. Let's talk about what we can do. Yes. And so I was just buzzing Thursday night. I hardly slept. I went to bed late. I was talking to Fitz and Tammy. I was talking to Milan. I was talking to all sorts of leaders across the line, just saying, what do you think? Now, some of them have already gone to other companies because they felt fear-based and rushed in. I shouldn't say fear-based. That's judgmental. I don't mean it it sounds judgmental. I didn't mean it from my heart to be judgmental. Some of them quickly jumped in because they felt they needed to make some fast moves. And I believe people will come back. My spirit is very at peace. This is so meant to be, that who will come and join us are meant to join us. I'm not looking for people I'm looking for people who are meant to be with us. And I'm excited about that. So I picked up the phone and I called Debbie Siebers, because I felt like it didn't end healthy with Debbie either. And she's like, you are blessing me so much. This is such an answer to prayer. I said, I don't know if you're a woman who prays or not, Debbie, but I was praying and your name just came floating across my head. If you have any interest in this. And she's like, I do. So she signed up. She's like on board. She's like interested in knowing more. I'm going to connect her. She's like, I want to talk to Brett Hobel. So like, who knows, maybe there's a place for their workouts. I don't know. There's flavors, there's pieces, there's stuff for everything. And look, we could all be brought on board to know more. And maybe Debbie has things that are for recovery for her hips and for like hips and shoulder injuries and stuff, but it gives them maybe a second life. And
you can't say that. You can't make those kinds of health claims. That's pretty dangerous. Also, what I'm hearing her say is that there were specific people that probably were significant leaders in Bodi that were maybe a part of her downline, that she thought, oh, you know what? I'm going to call these people because their network of people will be easy to monetize. Yeah. That's what I'm hearing her say here. I love when they expose themselves. I feel like I could just play this video and just react with my facial reactions and y'all would get it. I mean, I can't do that. That would be funny, but I think it would be funny. But yeah, I love when they just tell on themselves. They just expose themselves. She basically was calling everybody, trying to save some portion of her downline, it sounds like, that from Bodi. And she was like, well, they joined other companies because they needed to make money quickly and they made rash decisions. I'm not trying to be judgmental, but is being judgmental. Cool.
To continue on their legacy. So I say this to all of you because Tony just sent me a text tonight that's to me and Shauna, an email, and just said, you guys, we're going to continue on for all these people. We can all be together again. And it just feels so right. I'm so excited. And I'm excited too. And for all of us to be together. And I just wanted to tell you kind of the backstory. And I don't know, Becky is supposed to come on here a little bit before, in a little bit. And I don't know, Brittany, if you can see if Becky's here, but Fitz, if you and Tammy or just you, I don't know which of you, if you want to share a little bit. And then Brittany, if you can text me when you see if Becky heads in, we can let her share a little bit. And I want to introduce you to my dear friend and our new CEO, my new CEO and the head of this ship, Becky Bursell.
Tammy will love to talk. Those who know her.
We should put Hannah.
And there you go, Hannah.
That was so rude.
By the way, Hannah is Dylan's fiance, and they're getting married in March.
Yay!
So we're excited.
Dylan was like a little 8-year-old, 7-year-old, 6. How old was he when he started the other network?
It'd been
the other network.
Probably.
Yeah.
We started workouts when he was what, 2?
Yeah.
For me, I see all the people as I look through the participants, and that's what this is about the people. And I know for a lot of us over the last 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, we've kind of been a little bit removed from each other. Things have kind of played out, and it feels good. Honestly, when Tracy was bouncing off the walls, my bandwidth was this much, because I am doing a lot of things right now.
Oh.
And I said, if Tony's in,
Doug, you're so important. Just say that you weren't listening and you just saw that she was running her mouth. You might as well just say that. Doug, that is so rude. Oh my God. Wow. It's time. Not sponsored, but Dr. Pepper, I would love to be. This is my favorite. Dr. Pepper, strawberries and cream, 0 sugar. Love these. We're going to do an ASMR moment. If you're new to my channel, I open this, I put it next to the mic. You rate the bubbles 1 through 10. If you are a member, you should have special member emotes that you can use. 1 is bubbles. So here we go. If you're not into ASMR, that's totally fine. You can turn the volume down and I will wave like this when I'm done and we'll keep it moving. So here we go. I hope it's a crispy one. That was crispy. That was crispy on my end. How was it on your end? Roll that beautiful bubble footage. It's awesome. I'm doing a lot of things. Right? That was crispy. Rate it 1 through 10. 10 being the best, you guys. And we'll get back to Mr. He thinks he's so important. He's so busy. He's working on so many things. So busy.
I mean, if Tony's not, I don't know. And she's like, Tony's in. And I go, all right, here we go. And I found out from a social media post, I think it was Kim Carver, who said, I am so sorry, Beachbody coaches. This is not right. And I was literally going on the air on my show when I saw that. And of course, my heart sunk because I had no idea what was going on. So
best 6 months of your life? Thanks, Danielle. That's so nice. Thank you so much.
So like all of you all, today for me has been a day of softening. My heart's softened. I've gone through the emotions of being shocked and gut wrenched and mad and frustrated and feeling like I've let people down and feeling like, I mean, you've all gone through all that, right? But today finally was a day where God's just kind of softened my heart and said, you know what, this is it. This is an opportunity. I saw posts from all kinds of coaches over the last week. I have stayed off of social media posting in regards to the general. I did a couple last night in private groups just because I was just, my heart was broken. I don't know about you guys.
No, because you're trying to recruit into the new thing. That's why you're doing things in private groups, right, Doug? I mean, at least if you're going to lie, do it well.
Guys, my heart was just broken watching people just try to figure out how do you process this. So today I saw a couple of videos and finally my heart was just like, you know what, we're all in the same boat. And this is all about relationships and we can get bitter about it or we can move forward. And then all day long, the thought that's been going through my head, seeing what is, I believe God is putting together, is we have a chance to remake what we did almost 20 years ago for a lot of us and in between. In other words, I didn't know what I was doing when everything started. I mean, there's Ann. Ann, you were the first person I reached out to, and we came to your and Dave's house and sat at the table, and I didn't know anything other than let's do this. We love the workouts, and we love you, you know, so let's go. And that's how it's for us. That's how our network started. And we figured out it along the way. We did. We got protein bars on dry ice shipped to us because they would melt. I got protein bag powders from Kevin Jensen in plastic baggies. Like if Postman would have opened up, they'd be like, hey, what's Doug snorting today? That's how we started. And we had a workout program.
Oh my God.
And I know some people are saying, well, you have 3 products with this. I said, well, we've got the face of Tony. He's coming on board with his whole line. And yes, guess what? 10 years from now, we'll look different than we look now. 20 years ago, we looked different than we did when Beachbody shut the doors on us a couple of days ago. And so we have a chance.
Okay, but see, here's the thing, Doug, they didn't shut the doors. Bodi did not shut the doors. They just cut off you making money off of these relationships that are so important to you. Because they're getting rid of the MLM model, which I'm here for. I'm a fan. I'm not a fan of their workouts for so many reasons. However, they didn't close the doors. That's so weird.
To build now with experience and wisdom, and which caused me today to really think through a lot of things. Ultimately, number one, and Tracy's been pushing this since we started, this is a God thing. This is about relationships. This is about legacy. This is about helping people as best we can. And then number 2, we get to set something up for our families that I know in the beginning, I didn't know enough to be able to set up for our families in a productive way. And we're going to be able to reach a whole new group of people that don't know anything about Beachbody. So this is really cool. To me, it's like some chains came off today. And I needed that. I really did. I needed that. I needed Tracy. When Tracy was all excited, I was Eeyore.
You needed Tracy, but you just sat here and said how you didn't have the bandwidth to hear Tracy, and that because you're so busy. Okay.
To her, I was. But man, she kept going like a whirlwind. I think I slept not very much the last few days. And so, and the other thing about it too is
recruit
that I'm excited about for anybody getting involved. The comp plan, if you've looked at the comp plan, it is confusing. We've got a lot of training we're going to need to do. We've got a lot of things.
It's actually not. I can summarize it pretty quickly as I did at the beginning of this. It's a binary comp plan. You make 15% when you sell a product or a workout or whatever programs they're going to be having. And then you make 20% when you recruit somebody to do the same thing and they buy a pack. There's 5 ways to get paid. 1 is off of customers, and 4 has to do with either selling to somebody that is buying a kit to become a distributor or whatever the term is that they're going to be using for their distributors. And then you have 3 other ways out of the 5 that you get paid off of recruiting and or having a team. See how easy that is? Very demure, very mindful.
That we need to redo, which is cool.
Thank you.
But the comp plan is different than where we were at with Beachbody. The comp plan is we don't have to have so many coaches signed up per side, right? It's just, if you want to expand out the entire bonus section, sponsor one person on one leg, one person on the other leg.
It's a
Then about
binary.
volume. That is freedom. I wrote down the word freedom, Tracy, when you were talking. We've got freedom now.
That's not freedom. You know why? Because you're in an MLM company. There's no freedom. See, and that is why he hasn't slept much at the time of this video going up, because he was busy, probably, in my opinion, trying to recruit people to come over to the next scam. He was pulling on that network and those relationships. Hey, you trust me, right? Okay, we're going to do something good. We're going to do something really, really big. It's never been done before. Remember Tony? Yeah, he's the face of this company. What are the products? Oh, they're just supplements. Stop it. Stop it.
To do things that maybe we weren't able to do, or to build it the way maybe we couldn't do it. Nobody's fault. It's just, I think Carl said it when we started, right? Business is going to get messy at times, just because it's business. But if we can keep the focus on relationship, and as we do that, that's going to be the key.
We're
So
good.
I think with this, we can do it over. We can do it well.
Yes.
And there's some freedom right now that we're going to be able to have that is going to bless a lot of people. And there you go. That's my thoughts for the night. So.
I
These are
love
so
that. I
important.
love that. And that's maybe, we all are going to come to a place. We have to grieve at our own honest paces. Like, this is what I've been
now
saying
you're
to people
grieving.
who I've been talking to. And maybe it's some of you who are on this call or listening to the recording. I don't want to push anybody to take a step before you feel a peace. And there's a difference between peace and a knot in your stomach. I feel sick to my stomach.
Profound.
I can't say, my daughter looked over at me at church today. There's like chairs along the side of the wall, just outside, and like before you go into church. And she was doing check-in for the children. And she said, Mom, I looked over you and you were sitting like this. And she said, I said to one of the ladies, that's my mom. Do you think she's okay? And the truth of the matter is, it hits me in waves. And sometimes I start crying. And sometimes I feel like I could throw up. And sometimes I feel like I have the stomach flu. Sometimes, like, we have to let ourselves, sometimes I feel so deeply disappointed that it had to end the way, without a huge celebration of honoring the past. And I said to Fitz,
I feel like that last little thing that she was saying, that last section of, feeling like she has the stomach flu, being upset, disappointed, whatever, all of that, I feel like that could be the advertising for, you might be in a high control group if the thought of leaving that high control group, you experience symptoms such as blah, 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 blah. I feel like that would be perfect marketing for it. Oh,
when we do this, like, I know in January, this company, and I don't know that it's going to work out in January, but when we first gathered for the first time, all of us, the company is having something in January, like their first launch.
I'll be there.
It's in soft launch right now in the US. They just opened their doors August 24th in Syona. And I want to tell you, it's Syona. And since I signed up as Kramerica back then, I've now changed my name to Tracy Morrow, but because I can. And I'm going to tell you just a couple.
Yeah, because you don't have to hide anymore, right? You don't have to hide from Beachbody or Bodi's policies and procedures saying that you can't join another MLM. You don't have to hide anymore because Bodi is no longer an MLM, or won't be for very much longer. Wait, it's November. So that's interesting that you're saying that, like, you're trying to be cute, I feel like, but you're really telling us exactly what we already know. You had to join under a fake name with an email account that you don't check often so that you didn't get identified. But now you've changed it back because you can say this with your whole chest now. I love this for us. Not so much for her, but for us.
Couple things, because I got on the phone with Jemima just to put some of your minds at ease and answer some of your questions, because I had some. I've been calling it Syona. Becky's company, Syona, and she's like, oh, you're so funny. It's Syona, like Arizona, Syona, and it means ray of light and happiness. And I just love that. I love that. But we do need to know how to pronounce the name correctly. But ray of light, like that's just shining a light forward and not looking back. And I think when we gather, what I would love to do in my heart of hearts, what I would love to do is have everybody send in 3 to 5 of your favorite pictures from our past and put up a big slide presentation.
Listen, I am a very private person after getting out of MLM. I don't enjoy large groups of people. I like my own space. I don't want to share my phone number with people. Please don't ask me for my phone number, by the way. However, I may need to do like an anti-MLM meetup at the same location as this event. If you are interested in that, and right now I'm just being silly, take it with a grain of salt here. But if you are interested in my silliness of that idea, drop me, I don't know, a party emoji. A party emoji in the comments, or if you're watching the replay crew. Now listen, I'm just being silly, okay? Could it happen? Maybe, but I'm not promising anything. Right now I'm just being silly, so just go with me, okay?
And talk about and have a presentation honoring our past, and maybe a champagne or sparkling cider, whatever you feel comfortable with, giving a toast to honor the foundation that we stood on. But look,
what about the people that are coming to this event that were not part of Bodi, and you're having this whole funeral, a celebration of life, if you will, for Bodi? They're going to be like, what are we doing? This is so weird. I thought we were here for another company. And here we're talking about Bodi and we're making a toast, and I don't understand what's happening, and everybody's drinking and crying and carrying on, and I don't understand what's happening. In fact, I think it's a great idea. Tracy, I think you should do that. Make sure that you do that. Write that down for the agenda.
Looking forward to what's new, because I think part of grieving and moving forward is acknowledging that it was hard and sad, but also really beautiful. But it is our foundation, and we're standing on that, and we are moving forward into something really bright, a ray of light. And I just think a ray of light, a flashlight, something guiding us into something. And when you meet Becky, I'm hoping, I had said to her, I'd given her a time. And so she's going to be coming in here. I'm looking to see, going through the list to see if I can see my friend.
What's happening?
Let me see if she sent me a text. And Brittany's going to tell me. So while we wait for that, Brittany, if you'll just like shoot me a text, I'm going to keep it here because I'm going to share the few little things that I want to share with you from talking to Jemima and the notes that I took. She said, for those of you who are concerned, that you, this is from me first. She said this too. Be sure, if you have not already, or if you don't do this regularly, that you are exporting every one of your contact information from your customers and your coaching downline. Oh. Jemima even said this: as of December 31st, you will not have any access to your back office. It will be closed. Whether or not you choose to keep on as an affiliate for Shakeology or whatever, that you want to have, those are your customers, your relationships that you built. They're your people. And as of January 1, Carl owns all of them. The company owns all of the people that you've been collecting for them. And they will be marketing that. That is his genius, is he's a marketing genius. That's how he came up with the network. He didn't know anything about network marketing. He like ventured into something.
I'm sorry, a marketing. I don't know who needs to hear this, but Carl is not a marketing genius, in my opinion. Have you seen some of the reels that Bodi put out? Like the whole Saved by the Bell thing? Absolutely not. What? Oh my God, Jemima, she's my compliance bestie. Oh my God. I do love her glasses though. I think they're super cute. Also, collecting people. Yep, that's what they do. Marketing genius? Man, I think not. Same. Also, talking about people like collectibles you own. Remember how she, at the beginning of this, she said, oh, it's the relationships. We're here for the people. Okay. All right. The transactional relationships with those people. That's what they're here for. Yep. Love
new,
that.
and he will market amazingly to the people who you are in relationships with. So I would recommend, and we might do a few more calls like this to talk about what kinds of things should you be sending out to your customers
Oh,
to
please
let them know
do.
about the change and where you're going, and that they will be receiving a barrage of emails, but they will not be coming from you. So just let them know that that is no longer you and representative of you, but that they can stay with you.
But if they want to buy Shakeology from you, then that's okay. But don't support Bodi, support the person. Okay. Oh, can you imagine how that is going to play out, those conversations between people that stay as an affiliate and they start getting marketing emails and such from the company? I just wonder if that person, that customer, let me be real specific on what I'm saying here. If that customer clicks on whatever link in that promotional email, if their affiliate will get the credit. Because I bet they don't. I bet they don't.
You and your business your doors of your business are open, and you will still be supporting them through the end of the year. Because I also want to say to you, don't close up shop too soon if you are earning an income with your business, because you worked really hard for those customers and that business and those coaches and that team. Get the most out of the business that you built. Jemima said, I am not going to be policing. Let your team know. I'm not going to be me and my team.
First of all, this is not a business that they have built. Otherwise, the company wouldn't be able to say, oh, by the way, we're getting rid of the MLM aspect of this, and now we're just going to an affiliate. See, that's the business. Then you have the independent distributors, the contractors, and they're the ones that go, oh, we're not getting paid off having a team anymore. So let's collect all these people so that we can market the new company that we decide to join that is allowing us to monetize relationships. So that's how that works. So fascinating.
Which has been greatly pared down because they've let many people go in the network support part of the company as they are transitioning out. Many people have been let go on the network marketing side from the corporate side. So they aren't going to be policing you. So you can shore up your business to make sure that you are cycling and making the most from the business that you built.
This is wild.
Through the end of the year, while you are building something else. That's shrewd, good business. And she will not be watching for you. And I said, are they allowed to also be signing up for other businesses and talking about it on social media and talking about that with their team and with their customers and all that stuff? Are they out of compliance then? She said, they can absolutely do that. I'm not going to be watching that. She said, the one thing I want to say is be really careful, still be careful that you aren't making promises about the products. Like, I got off of diabetes, and like we still need to honor those things, that's what they're going to be watching out about, that we aren't making claims about the products.
That's so crazy.
That you as a business owner can keep your business.
Listen, I think multiple things can be true at once. I can be glad that Bodi is getting rid of the MLM side. And I can also say it's wrong what they're doing when it comes to people that want to maintain having an affiliate relationship and how difficult it sounds like they're making it for those people. Both of those things can be true all at once. So the fact that the affiliates have no way to track their clients in the back office is atrocious. Yeah, that's wild.
And keep earning money and invest and build something else. So
Nailed it.
The transition kind of comes like this come January 1. That's what I intend to do. And I highly recommend, this is a business move. This is an integrity and business move. Be letting your customers and team members know that you are going to be transitioning, but you will support them through the end of the year.
Panic.
Because people, yes.
Go along with that. And I was digging into the P&P that they
Thanks,
released.
Susan.
The only stipulation was to not be promoting another business or MLM within Bodi forums. So just FYI.
From your back office, basically.
Right. And I think probably be careful on social media too. I wouldn't go on Bodi's social media platforms and start promoting something. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like on their page in Facebook or, tagging,
That's kind of icky anyway, but.
Right. I mean, we want to make sure that here's the other thing.
You know what's icky? Shilling supplements that have a proprietary blend for an unethical business model that you are running like a high control group. That's also really icky. I don't like that. Not one bit.
Thing is like making just a big pronouncement. You want to make sure that our style has always been like to go to your people and let them feel seen, valued, and known. Let them know you want them. And your relationships will remain intact because you want to make sure that you bring your people with you.
Oh, okay. So if they don't come over, then those relationships won't be intact. Is that what you're telling us, Tracy? Is that what you're saying? Without really saying it. That's interesting because we know that that's how high control groups work. Typically, if you're not making money off of that person, they don't have the time of day for you.
We don't want your people. We don't want your team to sign up with Doug or with me or with Tammy or, you know, like that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for you to bring your people with you that you worked hard for, and we will support you in that.
Right. Okay.
Kristen said, I thought everything was shutting down November 1st. No, that's when you can get your links. After December 5th, supposedly, you can't sign up any new customers, but like everything is not shutting down November 1st. You won't have you will be able to cycle through December 30 through the end of the year.
She is
Correct.
panicked.
And what ends November 1st are all business service fees. So
Yeah.
they are shutting that part down. So you won't be charged your business service fees as of November 1st. That's what I understand with that.
So I'll tell you something else. We signed up somebody, one of my emeralds heard that the company was shutting down and just quit. So we needed that for one of our diamonds needed an emerald. So we had one of the coaches sign up 2 family members to become an emerald so that the diamond, they could be an emerald and the other person could be a diamond. And there were no business fees that we could see. So I think the business fees are going away.
Oh, she just skipped right over that. Oh my God. So you had this person sign up several team members as fake distributors in Bodi temporarily so that you could have a fake promotion. We call this bonus buying. So that person could make emerald in Bodi and then that other person would hit diamond. So that they could lock in that rank before Bodi goes full affiliate.
They aren't doing those business fees anymore. If I'm incorrect in that, you can correct me on that, but I think moving forward, the business service fees are going away. So
there's no
this
business.
is what I'm saying. Be shrewd. If you are one coach off of diamond, sign up your kid if you have the volume under there, or sign up your sister just to get them the 50 points so that you can cycle. If you have volume to cycle as a diamond and you're only making as an emerald $100 a week, but you could earn $300 a week because you're sitting on volume. Make the most of your business through the end of the year. Look with a business mind at your volume, at your team structure, and through this year, through the end of the year, get the most out of the business that you built. We should like beat this drum over and over again. This is so important. So I just want to check to see. I'm hoping that Becky did not get called away because
that's wild. That's wild.
Why you always lying?
Oh my God.
let me just see. I have something else.
Pretty sure that's fraud. Right. Screw them over as much as you can.
Okay, just sent her. Oh, she said she's on. Okay, so maybe she's seen as a
Yay.
guest. Can you? Oh, there she is. Oh my gosh.
Before Becky starts saying whatever Becky's going to say, because I've not watched this far into this video, have y'all liked the stream? Have y'all subscribed? No? Yes? Let me know in the comments if you have. And if you haven't, go do that real quick and then come on back and make sure you get out of top chat.
Okay, I am going to
all of them.
Hold on. I am going to remove Tammy's spotlight. I'm going to remove. Oh, I just removed Fitz's spotlight. How do I remove Fitz's spotlight?
I did that.
Oh, okay. Tammy, I'm going to remove yours.
Oh my
and now I'm going
God.
to introduce you. Then I just need to find her.
I can't. Is she serious?
I'm sorry, Becky.
Oh
I'm
man.
searching. Oh, there she is. Okay, now I'm going to. Okay. And I'm going to ask you to unmute.
Yes.
So,
yes,
my friends, this is, it is my joy and honor. I bragged on all about you before you even got on, but I just want to say again that this is, it is my honor and privilege to have our new, I'll say my new leader and CEO and founder, dear friend of several years, Becky Bursell, come and share a little bit about, our ray of light leading us into the future. Syona, take it away, Becky.
Thanks, Tracy. It's so nice to meet all of you. I've heard a little bit just of this call, and obviously your guys' own journeys and experiences. And Tracy has been mentioning you by name and by experience and by your heart. And I wish Zoom had a hug emoji somewhere to
Ew.
wrap my arms around all of you.
Did you know that there is a hug emoji?
Unfortunately, understand probably more
Yes.
than I
Yes, you
want
do.
to, or you even want to. And just to give you guys a little bit of background, I have been in the network marketing space for over 20 years. I've been a part of some really great companies too, actually. I don't know if you guys remember a company called ACN back in the day.
Oh my
But,
God.
I call it the best boot camp out there. You won't make a lot of money, but you'll learn a lot. Really great training ground, and met some of the most incredible people I've ever met. And I think history or resume of a network marketer is being able to look at their experience. And not only did they exit well, but they've kept some really great relationships in all of those. And hopefully we've all learned enough to know that what matters the most are the relationships that we've built and
Oh my
and the
God.
experiences. So at the end of all of this, I actually wrote something and I want to share it with you guys. And I hope it doesn't negate everything that you're going through.
I just followed Becky on Instagram. How fast do you think I'll get blocked? Drop in the comments. How fast do you think I will get blocked for following her?
Through, because I have the luxury of being on the other side of and seeing and experiencing those things myself, and leaving a company because it wasn't what I signed up for, meaning
Right.
what we had signed up and built over 12 years. I was with a company called Kyani, and a lot of people think I was the first distributor. I was not. I was just kind of the first story that they told after about 2 years.
So we went from services with ACN to water filters with Kyani to now we're doing what did she say? How do you say this? Syona? I don't remember how to say it, and I'm gonna butcher it, and it's not on purpose. We'll look at the products here shortly. We'll just do like a quick little run through. I have peeked at them. They are proprietary blends. I know that that's shocking. I know you guys are all shocked by that. By the way, did you see my last video? And the man named, I think his name is David, in the last video where he's talking about supplements, and he made his own supplement just to prove that you can literally have anything made because it's so unregulated. Did y'all see that part? That was probably my favorite part of that last video. Let me know if you saw that. But anyways, you can make anything these days as a supplement and sell it. And you can put right on the label that it does nothing. and they'll print it and you can sell it. And that's disgusting. But, here we are going from services to water filters and probably supplements as well, to now we're doing more supplements with more proprietary blends. Cool. Got it.
And we built an organization of several billions of dollars in sales, over 800,000 distributors in 60 countries, and really built it from the ground up. So everything from the corporate side to tools. We didn't even have a website when we started. I was hiding the products from people because they were so ugly.
Funny.
I did not want people to see what we were actually selling. And but what we did sell initially was hope and vision and a dream. And we were really able to deliver that for many, many years. And about 12 years in, there were just some egos that took over, and it was not what we had promised.
Right.
And it wasn't something we could deliver anymore. And I was fortunate enough to at least sell that position and go on to do other things. And for 3 years, I've been working with John Maxwell as his VP over all the personal growth products and developing everything from.
Imagine the people that she has collected. I'm going to use the same terms that they're using in this video. They talked about collecting their people, collecting their customers, collecting their team members from the Bodi website. So imagine the people that Becky here has collected through working with John Maxwell. Yeah. Do you think for 1 second that Becky is going to dip into that email list? Because I think she will. Yeah. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think.
A phenomenal podcast with a great team, to digital tools, to courses, in charge of all the book sales, all the things that you see. And if anybody's wondering, John Maxwell is as wonderful as you think he is. He is. You always hear people say, don't meet your heroes. That will disappoint you. Meet this one if he's one. He will reaffirm your faith in humanity. And
no, thank you. If I have to hear from John Maxwell one more time, my name is John and I am your friend, I will throw up everywhere. Yeah. I will eyes watering, throw up everywhere. I will ruin this makeup if I have to hear that one more time from him. My name is John and I'm your friend. No, you are not.
And what people are supposed to be like and how to value people. So that has been an incredible experience. But I had a call on my heart, and I told John, because after I sold my business, I made the mistake of saying I was retired, and he thought that was the funniest thing on the planet, and gave me a hard time about it.
Not the
And I went and
makeup.
worked with him for a little while, but he knew there was a call on my heart to build something incredible. And 2 years ago, we put together a really amazing team of people that have the same kind of experience, but more importantly, have the same kind of heart. And that to me has been my call. And I don't know everybody's faith, and I don't want to step on any toes, but whether you call that source God, creator, universe.
I'm sorry, what? John Maxwell has his own Bible? That's not weird. Oh my God.
Energy, whatever you call it, I've been calling to it, and
Hey,
have
Hillary.
delivered some really amazing things into my life. And Syona was born. So Syona actually stands for Ray of Light.
Syona.
We've created some phenomenal nutritional products, all food and plant-based. It's really important to me to show people how you can create an environment where your body can heal itself, and that there are nutrition.
I'm waiting for her to say that they are transparent. Because you can't be transparent if you're using a proprietary blend. Also, is this a white label product? I'm asking for my friends here.
Nutritional aspects that give us access to being able to do that and being able to share that with the world. But
Good
that
day.
call was really about aligning with the right people. And I don't know if you guys ever experienced this, but you see a company, something new,
God.
and
Thank you so much. That's so nice. Welcome to the new members. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Y'all know what time it is. I think it's a perfect time for a little bit of a break and a shoulder smolder. This always makes me laugh when that comes on my playlist when I'm at the gym and I'm like lifting super heavy weights. And then this comes on and I have obviously my headphones on. And it just makes me giggle because it's so weird. I'm at the gym and it comes on my liked songs on Spotify. It just makes me laugh every time. Anyways, welcome to the new members. If you'd like to become a member, there's a link to join. There should be a button depending on how you're watching this video where you can click and join and become a member. I have a Discord, and I also do like behind the scenes stuff where we preview different videos that I have coming up. You do get a first look at all of the videos. You get all of my edited videos early, and a members only live stream on Wednesdays, usually in the morning. So if you're interested in that, you can click the button and become a member. We would love to have you over there. And it's a silly good time. We have another member. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. It's for you, Anime. Highly suggest you putting that on your playlist if you are somebody that works out. Yeah, it makes me giggle every time.
the first success story becomes kind of the personality of the company. And we have turned a lot of people away, of names I'm sure you know in the industry, because I was not interested in Syona being known as some of those individuals. I always joke that we should have billboards all across the US of certain people in this industry that I probably are not giving it the best reputation or the best name.
Tell us.
I wrote this down. I wanted to share it with you. I think if I have lived out one thing in my life, it's understanding the difference between scarcity and abundance. And I wrote this just thinking of you guys the other day, as Tracy and I have had many, many conversations. But the greatest value in life is not what you get. It's what you become. And scarcity values what you get, while abundance values what you become. Because in the becoming comes the confidence of knowing that even as possessions come and go, even as money comes and goes, you cannot lose who you've become. And for me, growing in Syona and helping people create success stories and financial options and health options and everything that our heart is surrounded by, the becoming.
Financial options in a multi-level marketing company. Now that's crazy. Considering the majority of people never make any money or lose money. That's wild. And this is somebody that has been a part of multi-level marketing for, what'd she say, 12 years? She knows how this works. But if she doesn't dangle that hope for people, they won't join. Oh, wow.
It has to be a huge aspect of who we are and how we partner together. So I don't want to give too many details and overwhelm everybody. Just know that I understand where you are. I know that this industry can definitely create some PTSD, and it is a real thing. And it's okay to sit in it and feel it and absorb it.
Yeah, PTSD is a real thing. Indeed. Yeah. MLM PTSD? No. No. And I think it is a slap in the face to anybody that is dealing with PTSD for any reason to try and say, oh, you joined an MLM company and now you have PTSD and you're using that, Skylar Darling, because her name has changed, to recruit people into the next MLM. That right there is disgusting. But, who are we to try and get people that are participating in a high control group that is absolutely unethical to, do the right thing? Wild.
I just don't hold on to it, meaning don't let it hold you in this process, because you are much bigger than a company. You are much bigger than a situation. You are much bigger than this moment right now. And it's aligning yourself with the right people that have that same heart. So I hope that our hearts align. I hope that our visions of growth and expansion align. Wellness, to me, we are not even framing ourselves in a network marketing world. Syona is a multi-dimensional wellness company. And the 4 pillars really enhance aspects of physical wellness, which you guys are very familiar.
Did y'all catch that? They're a multi-dimensional wellness company, aka a multi-level marketing company. Becky here has just changed the words to try and differentiate it from other MLM companies because she's doing MLM different, you guys. You can't do MLM different. It's not how that works. That's not how any of this works.
That's not how it works.
Okay.
That's not how any of this works.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Familiar with, and mental wellness, self-wellness, of becoming the person you would want to follow, let alone asking other people to follow. And the last is financial wellness, because as we know, if stress is the #1 killer in the world, waking up every day and money no longer being a stress can definitely put us in a good place. And we'd love to.
Yeah, and that's only going to be the top of the pyramid, like we see in other MLM companies that are going to make substantial income, which is why, what is her name? Tracy? Was that her name at the beginning of this? Was working so hard to get people to pull their customers and their team members from Bodi to market this new thing to them, because she knows that she's not going to make that kind of income if she doesn't have a team. Here's the thing, guys. If people don't join, these uplines can't make these claims. You will no longer fund their lifestyle. If people aren't ordering these proprietary blends because they're educating themselves on what supplements truly are, and go to the doctor, go to your, whoever you see for medical stuff, and they draw blood and you see that you're not deficient, or you are deficient in things, and the doctor says, hey, you need to start taking this supplement, and you listen to your doctor instead of this fear-based mongering that we see, and they're like, hey, everybody needs to be taking this and that and this and that. No, please go to the doctor, please have lab work done before you start taking any supplement. The supplements say that on the bottle. Before taking a supplement, please consult your doctor. Please consult your doctor, especially when it comes to proprietary blends, because you can't tell me a doctor is going to say, you know what, this is a great supplement, it's a proprietary blend, and because we don't know exactly what's in it, I think it's a great idea for you to take it. That's not how that works. No.
Link arms and build something incredible together. So I adore Tracy. I know you guys are all doing amazing things. I know Doug has linked arms. I know you guys have incredible people around you, and I will turn it back to them, but I plan on seeing a lot of you, a lot more, and I'll make sure Tracy makes me available for any and all of you. And I just wish you all the best, whether it's with us or in the future. Again, I know all of those things are open to you. So thank you, Tracy. I appreciate you guys allowing me to be on here and at least saying hello.
Becky, thank you so
Oh, that was so amazing. Also, thank you for this, Lady True North. I appreciate you. I feel like I should play a little sound for you. How am I feeling about this?
Oh, God! No, God, please, no!
That's how I feel about this video. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you so much.
much on behalf of everybody who's on this call and listening to the recording. We just so appreciate you making time for
Thank
us,
you.
because I know you were super busy, but also just making space for us when we were in a panic, feeling like
we felt it.
Our legacy stopped short before we could continue on together, and making it a safe space for us to land and continue on with a ray of light. So love you, friend, and thank you.
Love you guys.
Thank
Oh
you.
God.
Take care.
How can you love them if you don't know them? That's kind of weird, right? I don't know.
See you soon.
Okay, good. All right. I don't know where I lost Fitz. There we go. And I don't know where Tammy is. And Tammy and Hannah are.
You
We're
must.
fine in the background. You can just leave us right here. Oh, and there we go. And here we are.
Okay. Okay. I want you to feel comfortable. Of course, I would love you in the front. So, anyway, I don't know. It's exciting for me to have us all kind of huddled up together because I wish we could be in person, but in this amazing world, we get to have Zoom. And I want to honor everybody's time, but at the same time, I did want to just you to know that
You want to honor everybody's time, but this video is 1 hour and 20 minutes long. And you spent the first 20 minutes oversharing, talking about your adoption of your children and your backstory on how you know Tony. It was weird. Tracy, this is weird.
because this is startup, there is at least what there is there's at least a process for signing up. There's a website,
Unpaid.
there's a compensation worksheet, there's a video, there's something that Becky and the president and the founder, they've all created something that we can share. I think Brittany can drop those into if you wouldn't mind, Brittany, dropping those into the chat that you guys should be able to download if she drops those into the chat. And then Fitz, did you have something prepared yet? Thank you, Brittany.
I don't at this point,
Okay.
but if you can give us some patience, as this has been like literally for all of us, what, 36 hours, maybe
Yeah.
48 hours. And I've just learned how to navigate, I think pretty much fully through the website as of this afternoon. So it's hard to learn and it's new. So if you can all be patient with us.
I mean, it's really not that hard. And how do I know that? Because we are going to look at it real quick. Give me 1 second and I'm going to pull it up. And okay, so let me stop sharing that and let me share this. This is their website. Okay, and let's just take a gander at the products. Notice that there's already a distributor assigned, which is interesting. Typically, that only happens when the company, in my opinion, is promoting some or one of their distributors. Michael Rutherford, remember when Prove It used to do that for you? Yeah. In my opinion, allegedly, based on my experience. Okay. Anyways, this is their event that they're going to be having. I think it's January 17th and 18th. And I think I'm going to make an appearance. But let's look at their products here. So this is a probiotic. Let's go right to the ingredients. It's $75. You get 30 sticks, and a serving size is 1 stick. Look at this at the bottom. Well, we don't even have to look at the bottom. Probiotic blend of all the lactobacillus and I can't read the other part. I'm not going to even try and pronounce it. And then you have another proprietary blend for liver and kidney support. Your liver and your kidney called, and they said, "No, we're good. We don't need to pay $75 for a supplement that hasn't been shown to do anything, that's hiding behind a proprietary blend that probably, in my opinion, is a white label product." I'm just saying. And the reason that I suspect that this is a white label product, if you look at the very bottom, you probably can't see it. The very last line on this label says manufactured for. And it says Syona. I don't know. The name of their MLM. Manufactured for this. Yeah. So that's interesting. $75 for 30 packets. Please go talk to your doctor instead of dealing with an MLM product that may or may not do anything. Then you have Drive. This is for this is for memory and focus. Guys, what supplements, if you had to guess, hold on, I got to see the chat. If you had to guess, what supplements do you think are in this? If it gives you memory and focus, just a guess. Let me know in the comments. Yeah, and the name is Drive. Okay. What do you think is in it? Oh, shrooms. I mean, yeah, we've definitely got caffeine. Let me show you here. It has 18,000% of vitamin B12. You are going to pee the majority of that out. That is a water-soluble vitamin. Your body is only going to absorb so much. You're paying for expensive pee at this point. But look at this. There's another proprietary blend. Oh, and look, there's caffeine. Oh, and look, you have 88% of vitamin B6. You're paying for expensive pee. You're better off having a cup of coffee at that point. I mean, 18,000 and it's $90, guys. It's also a stick pack. You get 30 in here. And you know, they're going to take this multiple times a day. So that $90 is probably going to last you half the month. Cuz you know, you got to keep increasing the amount of products that you're using because you feel so good. Is there curcumin in it? I don't think there is. Oh, but they've got lion's mane. They've got lion's mane. Oh my God. And I believe Kat Benson, I haven't had a chance to fully watch her video, but I think she goes into these products. So she is a lot more educated than I am. So check out that video. It is linked in the video description. Then we have Vital, however you say it. It's a nitric oxide boosting spray that's allegedly supposed to support your cardiovascular health. Let's look at the ingredients. We've got some amino acids, and wow, look at this. We have more B vitamins. That's interesting, isn't it? $60 for 8 sprays. Oh, no, excuse me. I apologize. I misspoke. 30 sprays. One serving is 8 sprays. So you're paying $60 for 3.5 servings. You're paying $60. Oh my God. That's wild. Yeah. And Kat did a great job covering the products. I definitely don't want to spend too much time on the products because she, I know, did cover it, but I wanted to show you guys the prices and such. You can get all 3 for $217.50 before shipping and tax, of course. Oh, but you can get a couples pack, guys. By the way, that is sarcasm. Please don't join this company. Please don't do that. Okay. All right. All right. Let's get back to whatever you want to call this situation. Okay.
So, my commitment is this. We will do all we can to help. We will do all we can to train.
Wrong one.
We will do all we can to support. And that's my commitment to you, no matter where you fall within this. And the one thing I do want to say, a couple things, like when we are signing up people, the question I get a lot is, what is a replicated site? It says, you have to create a replicated site.
That is a site that the MLM company provides for their distributors that they typically pay for. It's usually covered by a monthly fee or an annual fee. It's not that hard.
And all that is at least for now, it's the name link, the
Nailed
link
it.
that you will send people to sign up. And so all I've been doing and telling people to do is when they get to the replicated site, I'm doing it all in lowercase, just your name: Doug Fitzgerald, Tammy Fitzgerald, Dylan Fitzgerald, Tracy Morrow. That way, number one, your name pops up when you do send a link. I think that's important for people to see. And number two, it just makes it people better to understand what that is. The second thing is the base level again is $280 pack. And then to remain active, it's another.
Notice that they have not talked about the products at all. And we are 50 minutes and 25 seconds into their video, which we're actually doing really well on time, I must say. They haven't talked about any of that. This whole call has been about recruiting and pulling your team members. They did mention customers from Bodi. They did mention that. There's been no discussion on the products. There's been no specifics around the products, but they know that you can get in as a distributor for $280. I know after looking at their compensation plan that they make 20% of that purchase when somebody joins at that $280 kit. They're making more off of that commission than they are off of selling the actual products. But you and I both know the products don't really matter. That's why they're white labeled, in my opinion. Come on.
100 points a month. And so just be aware of that. That first pack will keep you active for the first month, from my understanding. But then we want to make sure that we're on a subscription basis and we're encouraging people to be on a subscription.
Yeah. And the active term is typically where a pay to play feature comes in. So I remember with Make Wellness watching and reacting to a video Justin Prince was doing, and somebody had asked him, you know, how are we going to maintain being active, or what do we have to do to be active? And he was like, oh, I haven't decided yet. I guarantee you have to have an auto ship, or you have to purchase product within a certain amount of time frame. You have to spend X number of dollars, or your order has to be a certain amount of points. So active within these MLM companies is typically how you are, it's a pay to play feature. Well, you have to unlock these parts of the compensation plan by being an active member. If you're not active, then they're probably not going to pay you, if you're even in the small percentage of people that make money in MLM. Makes no sense.
Subscription basis, just like with Beachbody with Shakeology. That was kind of the key product to do that. So those were the two things, Tracy, I was thinking about. But again, I think the other thing is just a huge, what I call umbrella of grace, as we navigate through this, and the same for you. And feel free to reach out. I've already had people, you know, I'm doing my best to work with my team, and
You're so busy.
They're like, oh, I'm so sorry, but I've got this question. Don't be sorry.
You're so important, Doug.
This is a great opportunity, and I want to make sure that everybody gets the most out of it.
Yeah. The other thing I was going to say, Alicia asked the question, can you change the replicated site name after signing up? You can, because remember, I was Cramerica, and now
Because you were
I'm
hiding.
Tomorrow. I got the help from the tech team to do that. So so right now you can't go in and change it, as far as I can see, yourself without the tech team. Eventually, I think you'll be able to, but for now, you'll need to reach out to the tech team. So reach out. For now, it's through me, because the tech team is like three people, but going through the head of tech team. So if you are, if you have something like that where you're like, oh crud, I signed up as like some Cramerica. If it's not super pressing, wait on it. But if you're like, oh no, I signed up accidentally on the Syona site, and I think I'm not with you, reach out to me and I will get that cleared up, and just tell me, I meant to sign up with this person. I was trying to sign up with this person. This is the other thing, is making sure that if you're stuck, I'm going to give you my cell phone number and my email. Cell phone is faster.
Hold on. I do not want to blast her cell phone number. I'm going to mute this and play it. Sorry. Maybe I should remove this. Hold on. I'm going to remove this. Give me just a second. I don't think she did. I definitely don't want to blast her phone number.
Trained you to do that you have a right to the boundary around your family. But right now, I am not raising children. I have my grandkids over here all the time, but everyone knows that we are all in a crisis mode. So I am answering things day and night. Please give me, again, like Fitz said, the umbrella of grace that I might forget something. Don't feel bad if you have to bother me, harass me a little bit, but also give me a little grace that, like, I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying to get people in the home.
Can I ask you guys a question real quick? If I don't think you should be able to hear it, but when she gets to the part where it sounds like she's going to give her phone number, I want to know how I can not broadcast that. So let me know if I play the video. I'm pretty sure you won't be able to hear it, but I just need to be sure. Okay. So I'm going to play this video and I'm going to remove it from what you guys are seeing. And I just need to verify that you guys can't hear it. Okay.
I'm trying to explain things to
So
people.
let me know.
Eventually I'll have this more streamlined.
Can you hear it?
So
let me know if you guys could still hear it when I removed it. Yes, we are classy here. We do not dox. Okay, you can't hear it. Good. So if she starts to give her phone number, I'm just going to remove it really quickly. I just needed to verify that, because I'm not trying to have her phone number out there, because I don't, yeah.
Don't
Thanks, guys.
don't you dare feel like you're bothering me. We are here for you. And hopefully you'll feel here for your people too. So the more you can take on the leadership role to lead your people too, that takes a little bit off of us. So if you can collect questions from your team and submit them to us in a group, then great. Like this person belonged here, this person belonged here, this person belonged here, right leg, outside rider. You know what I'm saying? This is a binary plan. Fits.
So yeah, well, first, thanks for having Becky on, because that was just so, I don't know, I felt more peace having
What?
her on and share. And you told me it was going to be great to meet her. So that was awesome to have her on. Jacob asked that I mentioned points needed to stay active. Does the website reflect the points attached to each product? Yes. So Jacob, if you go into the store and you click on the product, once you click on the product, it will give you an opportunity to do a one-time purchase or a subscription purchase. And alongside that, it tells you what the points are. So that's a great question. And then Cindy says, do the links have information, details about the products? What are they? What are the ingredients? Have they been tested? So yes, once again, when you go to the store, great question, you'll be able to click on the product, and then in the product, it'll have the description. You can click on it. You can see the ingredient list. You can see the price structure, yada, yada, yada. So great questions about the products, and there they are.
Here they are. This one is cut off because I ate it.
What?
I shouldn't.
You ate it?
It's like a little pixie stick, and it's for organ support and a probiotic.
I'm sorry. Okay, first of all, we're 55 minutes and 27 seconds into their video. This is the first mention of products. Are we surprised? I'm not surprised, but I definitely wanted to point that out.
But it tastes like there's no sugar and stuff in it, but it tastes like a pixie stick, and I ate it. That's so embarrassing. This one goes into water. How embarrassing, but it's real. And then can you tell us more about Tony's future involvement? Yes, Tony will be bringing in his workouts, and hopefully he's working with a supplement company right now to see if he can bring his supplement line. His current supplement.
The workout program?
Huh?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
He has 12 workout programs, not workouts, workout programs.
Right.
Okay. Becky just texted me and said, I am doing an opportunity overview Wednesday for the entire company if you want to send this out too. Oh
Cool.
gosh.
Yes,
So let
please.
me copy and see if I can paste this in.
I bet we already have
Let's
this.
see if Tracy can be.
When I say me or we, when I say
It's
we,
an HEIC form.
the
So I'm going to
anti-MLM
do this and
movement.
send it to Brittany because Brittany can do everything. And I'm going to send it to you and have Brittany drop it in. So
This
two
is so
of
wild.
Siona's products have so much of the same things or address the same issues, gut issues, memory issues, brain fog issues as Tony's currently. So he is the lawyers are in talks. So it's coming into
Okay.
like contract stuff.
Wouldn't this have all been settled prior to launching? I mean, I know that's me being logical, but how are they recruiting into something that the contracts still are not figured out? They are blasting that Tony Horton is a part of this, and the contracts haven't even been figured out. Make that make sense. What if, hey, it's a conflict of interest, which it sounds like it is. Come on. Seriously? That's crazy.
So that is the holdup of why it's not just immediately getting. She is so like open, like, yeah, let's get this going. But so
Of
that's
course
what it
she
is.
is.
It's about Tony's current supplement contract and trying to get that moved over. Otherwise, the supplements might be a little late because she's like, I don't even need to have it white labeled for Syona. We can bring in your Tony Horton power. What's it called? Power. I'm blanking. I need more memory.
Oh, of course.
What's it called? Power Life. Your Power Life can just come in through Syona and market it there. Thank you, Lisa. Please don't tell Tony that I blamed on Power Life. So anyway,
I'm telling
did that answer the
everybody.
question?
Yes, I think
And
so.
Brittany, I just sent it to you. If you could put that in the chat from Becky, then that will go to the recording.
This is so
And it
chaotic.
has all the information on it. She's going to have a Zoom on Wednesday from Becky of an
Do you think we need to continue this, or can I move into the compensation plan part of it? At least the 5 slides that I would like to share. Have we seen what we needed to see here? Tony Horton's new MLM. What am I jumping into? Chaos, pure chaos. Not on my part, on their part. It looked like she was going to snort it. I was quite concerned. Let me know if you're watching the live stream. And shout out to the replay crew. Y'all are amazing. I appreciate you. Let me know if we can move into the comp plan, because I feel like we've seen what we needed to see here. Ah, hey, Michelle. Sorry you missed that. Comp plan. Okay, I got a couple votes for that. All right. We are going to be done with this. I want to show you these 5 slides, and then we'll call it an evening. Okay. Let me just make sure this is set up how it should, how I need it to be. Okay. This is the slides. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is happening? I need to make sure. Give me 1 second. There's no information because, you know, I like to keep the people that share information with me. I like to keep everybody private, anonymous. So if you have things that you want to send me, you can either upload it to a Google Drive and share it with my email, Erin_Bees@yahoo.com, or Avery Joe made me a website. And I'm getting great feedback on that website, erinbees.com. You can send me whatever you would like to send me. Oh, it's your first live? That's so cool. Okay, let's look at this here. This is slide number 1. Let me make it a little bit bigger for you guys here. All right, so this is your customer commissions that are paid out weekly. Notice here it says you get 15% commission on the sales price. So if you get a 5 trio pack customers, which was the 3-pack, at $150 each, you earn $112. One thing that we do need to talk about is the amount of time and energy it takes for people to sell to these 5 customers. It takes a lot of work to sell an MLM product to somebody, let alone to recruit somebody into an MLM. So all of that time, energy, effort, however they are trying to rope people into this, whether it's going through their Bodi emails or not their emails, but their customer list or their former team members or whatever, customers, all of that, that takes time and energy, and that is unpaid work. So even if you look at, okay, $112 you make off of that, okay, that's cool. That's 5 customers, and it takes a lot of time. So it's something that I wanted to point out. So if you sell 20 trio pack, if you have 20 trio pack customers, you get $450. 50 trio pack customers, $1,125. See, what they typically do is they'll give these extreme examples, dangling that little carrot of hope, like, listen, you can totally do this. But the majority of people in this company are not going to do that. Yeah, getting 5 people to spend $150 on supplements is insane. I couldn't agree with you more, Lavender Rain. Absolutely agree. So that's $22.50 a pack. Ridiculous. Unnecessary. Don't do that. Okay, here we have, this is the second slide. Remember at the beginning of this, I said there's 5 ways that you can get paid. 1 is off of selling products. The other 4 are off of having a team and or recruiting people or somewhere in that process. So here we have a 20% sponsor bonus when you sell a starter pack, and they are builder, premium, or pro. The builder is what I think they were referring to on this video. $279, you get 200 qualifying points, which probably has something to do with your volume and or maintaining your active status. That is the maintaining active status is my speculation at this point. This is not a deep dive on the comp plan. This is kind of a first look. There will be more to come for sure. You get 150 bonus points and $30 sponsor bonus for selling somebody a builder pack to join and be a distributor in the company. Yeah, 20% sponsor bonus. Cool. Then you have premium is $559. You get 400 qualifying points, 300 bonus points, and $60 as your sponsor bonus. Now, knowing that you could make 15% and sell to 5 customers and make a couple $100, or you could do this and make even more money, plus the other ways that I'm about to show you, what do you think people are going to do more of? They're going to recruit. They're going to recruit. That's the focus of this. That was the whole focus of that video that we didn't even get all the way through because it was getting a little monotonous in my opinion. Then we have the Pro Pack, $999, 750 qualifying points, 600 bonus points, $120 sponsor bonus. Now, just seeing these numbers, what do you think that they are going to try and push the most. Not only are they going to try and push recruiting, they're also going to be pushing this big kit because they make the most money on it. And I believe the products listed on the right are the products that come in those packages. Ridiculous. But Aaron, just because people don't doesn't mean they can't. The business only works if you do. Yep. All right. So then we have, this is the third way that you get paid, the builder bonus. This is off of recruiting and having a team. Builder bonus is paid on the sponsor bonus and is paid to the closest sponsor team members who has achieved a specific paid as rank for the commission week. The bonus is calculated by multiplying the value of the sponsor bonus paid by the percentage in the table below. They make it complicated like this on purpose. Basically, you hit these ranks and you're going to get this bonus if you maintain that rank. That's essentially what it is. And I would venture to say that the ranks are probably based off of having a team and having people at certain ranks. That's my initial prediction, if you will. Hey, DC, what's going on? Okay, 4, team commissions. Wow, this is off of having a team. Notice the 2 sections. That is a binary comp plan, 2 legs. You typically get paid your commission off of your team, off of the lesser leg, volume wise. Team bonuses are paid on, or are based, on bonus points and are calculated when each of your teams reach at least 100 bonus points. The bonus percentage pays up to 15% of your team volume. So we are on the 4th way to get paid, allegedly. And 1 is off of having customers and selling products to customers. And 3 so far is off of having a team and or recruiting. And you guessed it, the 5th way, team commissions. So this is also based off of having a team. Okay, qualifying purchase. Oh, let me back up. I think they have like 13 ranks here. No, 16, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So 16 ranks, Royal Crown Diamond. Wow. So original. I've never heard that before. So original. Anyways, then you have next to it is the small team qualifying points, I believe is what that is. So these are the points that you have to sell from either selling a kit to people or having customers. These are the points that you accumulate. And it is your rank is based off of these points, is what I'm trying to say. But you get, once you hit senior brand affiliate, you get a 15% bonus. Yeah. And they always like to say, but you get paid weekly. Yeah. You have to have a team in order to do that. Hold on one second. I just want to click forward. Okay. I just needed to make sure that privacy was still being honored here. Okay. Wow. Look at this. Yet more having a team bonus, matching commissions. When a brand affiliate advances to platinum, they become eligible for the matching team commission. Matching team commissions are based on the team commissions earned by brand affiliates in your sponsor team. So when you have a person in your downline that hits platinum, rank advances to platinum by having, hold please, 7,000 points, then you can get a percentage of their check matching essentially. And you'll get 15% on your first generation, 10% on your second, 5% on your third, 5% on your fourth and your fifth, 3% on your 6th generation, and 1% on your 7th. But you only go to the 7th generation if you're the top rank in the company. See how easy that was? We didn't need an hour and 20 minutes. Unless we're just, going to sit here and talk about ourselves and our relationships and how we know Tony Horton and blah, 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 proprietary blends. Stop it. So that's the comp plan. 4 of the 5 ways are based off of having a team and or recruiting. But what did Becky call it? Multi-dimensional what did she, MLM, multi-level marketing, multi-dimensional marketing. Yeah. With a binary comp plan where 4 of the 5 ways you get paid off of having a team and or recruiting. Wow. It's so different, Becky. Wow. It's so different. Tony, this is so different. Wow. Proprietary blend supplements. I'm so shocked. Come on, man. Tony, do better. This is embarrassing. Becky, you know what you're doing, in my opinion. You've been in multi-level marketing for what, 12 years, I think she said. You know exactly what you're doing. Keep dangling that hope, and I'm going to keep covering it on my channel. Yeah. Anyways, that's Syona, whatever, Syona. I think that's how they said it. I don't know. I'm going to keep butchering it. Not on purpose. It's just whatever. Multi-dimensional marketing. Now, see, that's what I should have called this. Is multi-dimensional marketing different than multi-level marketing? No. Anyways, what did y'all think of this? We made it. An hour and 45 minutes, I think, is pretty good considering the content that we covered. But I think that this company is something we're going to have to, unfortunately, keep an eye on. Proprietary blend supplements, just say no. Please talk to your doctor if you're considering taking any kind of a supplement, and, you know, have your blood work done. And don't trust these people in MLMs. Okay? All right. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks, DC. It's getting dark earlier, so you can actually see my lights, which is really cool. And I did kind of coordinate my makeup for it today. Also, if you would like to grab this hoodie or this sweatshirt, Jammin' for Justice, I need to actually put the link to his Instagram or his website in my video description. I'll do that right after this. If you love today's video, if you love the snark, if you love the color scheme, if you love the content, if you liked, you know, the whole vibe tonight, if you would drop me a purple heart after this is no longer live. Shout out to the replay crew. I appreciate y'all so much. Welcome to the new members. Thank you for all the super chats and for all of the anniversaries of memberships. Y'all are amazing. If you have information you want me to see, erinbees.com is how you can submit it, including if you want to work together as a person, you want me to be your personal trainer. erinbees.com. And Avery Joe, thank you for making that website. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to go have some pizza with my family and not consume MLM proprietary blends or proprietary blend supplements in general. Okay. Thank you. Have a good evening, everybody. Don't join an MLM, and I'll see you on my next video. By the way, my next video is on, what is the company? How do you pronounce it? Benevy? Benevy. Remember Barb? Barb and Dave Pitcock. Remember them? Yeah, they're going to be making an appearance on my video on Friday. So buckle your seatbelts. It's pretty vile. And I'll see you over there. Okay. Bye, everybody.